This gin is really smooth.
Yeah. We can get you another one if you like.
You're safe here. To new beginnings.
To new beginnings. There you go. It's gonna be a fun night.
Hey YouTube, this is Commercial Break, the show that breaks down the biggest duds and studs in the ad game. In today's vid, we'll look at Peloton, the now leased PC exercise bike company. If you haven't heard about Peloton and their multi-billion-dollar motivation machine, then you must be a treadmill-using peasant just like the rest of us. Now for some quick background before we dive into the cesspool of controversy. Peloton is an exercise equipment company established in 2012 New York City by 4 bros who got tired of stationary biking in gyms, so they took one home and stapled an iPad to it. What's strange is that for the #1 cardio machine in the world, these guys actually couldn't register their own domain name. And this is true. If you go to Peloton.com right now, you find an originally 2-man oil and gas company. And from them, and not the faux motivational bike people, I learned Peloton is the supposed Finnish word for brave and fearless. Their actual domain is onepeloton.com, which just sounds like when you ask your friend to change your homework before they turn it in, but they don't. But like I was saying, most of their ads are meant to be just raw, pure motivation, because that's what sells in the exercise world. So that's what leads us to the commercial that got them into some hot water recently.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Now.
A Peloton? Give it up for our first time ride.
All right, first ride. I'm a little nervous, but excited. Let's do this. 5 days in a row. You surprised? I am.
6 a.m. Yay.
Oh boy, 3 a.m. Rising with the sun.
That was totally worth it.
Let's go, Grace in Boston. 50 rides.
She just said my name. A year ago, I didn't realize how much this would change me. Thank you.
So my honest reaction first, I thought it was weird that she vlogged her progress from beginning to end, even though she kind of looked the same from beginning to end. Then I found out the internet got mad at the husband character for being sexist and implying she needs to lose weight by buying it for her. Like, I kinda see where they're coming from, because overexertion for somebody her size could be a real issue. But if she was always passionate about fitness, then it doesn't really matter. It was just a good gift. But we don't know that for sure, so let's do what we do best on this channel and take a deeper dive into their history instead. So in pondering that, I wonder, was Peloton always like this? And the answer is kinda sad. No, they were worse. For a company that really wants to appeal to young audiences into fitness, they really talk down to their customers.
This is the number on the left. That's the speed of your legs. Resistance is how heavy your wheel is. You control that right here with this knob. Turning it to the right makes the wheel heavier. Turning it to the left makes it lighter.
Like, I'm not saying trainers have to be 100% genuine all the time, because I don't want to know how far I am from losing my freshman 15. I really don't. But also just don't fake motivate me for 45 minutes to an hour every time.
We get to give high fives, we get to cheer people on. I'm gonna give you the loud music during the interval, during the push.
You're just dripping sweat.
Look, as someone who's clearly not a Pella bro, I get if this works for you. But you also have to admit, if you're motivated by, okay, we're in this together, you'll also be motivated by, I can honestly forgive a lot of the easy bake motivation videos, but I can't get past how many how-to videos they have on their channel.
Getting poked by the adjustment levers? Pull out the levers and rotate them to a neutral position that is out of your way.
Look at this! You don't want to get poked by levers? Just move it out of the way. Either they don't respect our intelligence to figure out their supposedly easy to use machine, or their machine is actually over-designed and they're hiding behind these how-to videos so they can avoid potential allegations in the future. So why else do I personally disagree with how this company operated pre this ad? Well, it's the hardcore flexing of their marketing department.
The Peloton Tread is not another treadmill. It's engineered to get more out of you. Cast in carbon steel, with a low-impact slat belt, a 32-inch touchscreen,
1, 2, 1, 2.
and intuitive controls, so every workout works even harder.
You do what you have to do to sell your product. Trust me, we get that here. I think my main issue is that there's a massive gap between Peloton's flat price equipment and the sea of customizable gym equipment out there. Okay, let's go a little deeper. Say in the stationary bike market they're it. Nobody's even close to their quality. In treadmills, which they're trying to sell as if they came up with the idea, they're outperformed by your basic boy NordicTrack. Don't believe me? Shame on you. I'm right. One of the top performing Nordic machines, the commercial Break, $29.50 will run you about $2,500. Peloton is similar, but it sells for $3,995. Which is great because it's not $4,000, so I'm not breaking the bank. Oh. It offers the same incline adjustment with a bigger screen at 31 inches. Sounds fair so far, but the NordicTrack actually has twice the horsepower, 4.25 versus Peloton's weak sauce 2. Again, it really comes down to personal preference, and I'm not dissing you if you want to Pella bro out in this living room, but look at how they're selling you this.
This convenient and engaging form of workout that can be accessed anytime and anywhere you want to.
It's a treadmill. You set a speed and you run. It's not the new MacBook Pro. Oh wait, it actually is. I started playing a Peloton ad, but then I switched it and started playing a MacBook one because they want to be just like Johnny Ives. I'm so sorry for this. And that's not right. I'm supposed to sell you mics, not bikes. Mike. Look, I get the ad was problematic, and Peloton was super quick to disable comments on the vid so they didn't have to keep taking heat, but this is a little overblown. Their image as a company has always been the people who sell good-looking young couples bikes. Don't believe me? Seriously, man? First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. I can barely compile all the times that they have one person working out on the bike, and then an equally attractive next person comes up, replaces them, and the cycle continues. If anything, y'all should be offended by them pedaling, being a couple and buying a Peloton together over anything else. We went through their YouTube page and we'd be remiss to say we tried to find videos of anybody overweight regularly attending their sessions and being marketed to. Now you could say that's because it works so well and people who use it regularly don't stay overweight. But come on, let's not be suckers here. This guy from Tech Insider was reviewing Peloton over the course of 14 sessions in 2 weeks and was clinically determined to be pretty average by athletic standards.
I thought I was doing really well in the class, and then looked and saw that I was in 589th place, I think. To my credit, there were 2,500 people in this class, and that made me feel pretty average, which is totally fine.
But he went to an in-person session, and he was in the lower quartile of performance, which just hammers home the idea that this was never for overweight people.
I went to the Peloton studio in Manhattan, where the classes are filmed. I was curious if I would push myself harder in front of an instructor, and in the presence of what seems to be some of New York City's most fit and attractive.
The guy in the controversial commercial didn't get her the bike because she had to lose weight. It's because in their fairy tale world where everyone needs a Peloton, it's the hot young couples who need it as a gift. Nobody else. So how do Peloton ads stack up in our Pixel system? Well, I'd say the vast majority of their promotional material is either instructional or motivational, so we'll split it up like that. I don't necessarily like being talked down to, and seeing the same two couples taking turns on bikes doesn't necessarily motivate me to do the same. The controversial ad fits in this spot as well, so I'm gonna say that's a bit of a missed opportunity. Best to rewatch this at max 360p. For as masterfully put together as that lever ad was, I have to say none of their other instructional vids do anything for a non-Pella bro like myself, and will continue to bore me to tears, so I'm gonna give that 240p. What's so sad is that motivation doesn't have to come from snappy edits or attractive people. I think Nike got it right a couple of years back with this ad right here. Super simple premise, a guy trying to get in shape. There's no unrealistic transformation, high budget set, nothing. He just catches up to the camera by the end of the commercial, and it fades out.
Greatness is no more unique to us than breathing. We're all capable of it. All of us.
If you want to get in shape, it's in you to do that. So pay attention, exercise companies. It's this, and not Peloton promos, that people want to see.